All right. Made my fucking morning to get Marty here. Fucking mission accomplished. You're not going to like the stream, dude. You're not going to like what I have to say because I like Pudgy Penguins a fuck ton. Like, I like Pudgy Penguins a lot. And I think I just like them more now. I think I just like them a lot more now. Also, Henry was right, man. Henry was right. Like, this new, like, fucking, this new Henry mode, the not giving a fuck thing. And Henry coming out saying a rising tide does not lift all ships and there is no, like, everybody wins. Henry's right. Yeah, that's what's up, milady. I need a milady, dude. CJ, good morning. Choina, good morning, buddy. Good to see you, man. Marty, glad to see you, though, man. Fuck, I just want to listen to the Kanye album. I just want to listen to that for the next hour. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I think most people are saying kind of the same thing. Like, it's not his best, but it's the best he's sounded in like some years here. Better than any of the Vulture shit. I think it's better than the Donda stuff. It's better than Donda 2. It's probably Donda 1's great. I don't know. Like, Donda 1's great, but it's not like Kanye great. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to even talk about Donda. It's his best album since Ye and Kids See Ghosts, and that's not like the highest bar, but like it's pretty fucking good. There's some great fucking songs on this album. I just want to listen to it here. That's the best song. I don't think I can play it, but if you want to pick like one track to listen to that like is probably the best track off the album, it's that right there. All the Love, fucking amazing, like amazing song. Feels like old school. That one feels like old school Kanye. I was going to start today looking at pictures of steak. I kind of still want to. My feed was all steaks yesterday, and it got me thinking I need to start my day looking at steaks. Oh, man. All right. Nah, let's hit Pudgy Penguins. Let's do Pudgy Penguins, then steak. Actually, maybe I'll do them both. Fuck it. Let's do Pudgy Penguins, and then steak. Boy, a lot of Pudgy Penguin FUD. And it's been building up over the past couple of months here, especially since Sergito's been like kind of poking at Pudgy Penguins, but like not in a shitty way. I think he's doing the Lord's work. I will say this, Henry deserves a lot more credit because Henry's been saying this for a long time. Pudgy Penguins numbers they've been showing about their toy sales. And I don't know if it's Pudgy Penguins putting out misinformation or if it's boy, what's up, Rocky? I don't know if it's Pudgy Penguins putting out bad info but I want to make this real clear. I love Pudgy Penguins. I got fucking Pudgy toys all around my desk right now. I would buy a Pudgy Penguin. Like I like everything about Pudgy Penguins. It's not covering my ass either. I love Pudgy Penguins. I love Luca's game. I bet you all this shit right now makes Henry love Pudgy Penguins because Henry's not been a Luca fan or a Pudgy fan. I bet this kind of changes stuff for him because it's fucking real. So Sergito's been pointing out that Pudgy numbers like toy sales, what's like Coin Telegraph have been, writing articles about it, and they've been throwing out some numbers that are kind of sus. They've been throwing out some like funny numbers, and then they have in multiple reports numbers that are different from previous reports. And it's like, what's the real numbers here? Like what kind of sales are we talking about? And Henry's been saying, Marty, you like it. Dude, that Hail Hitler song is the best song Kanye's done in a long time. I will say this. Last point about the album, I think. Last point about the album, though. Kanye has nothing new to say. And Kanye has had nothing new to say in like 10 years. He has nothing. There's nothing fresh. It's a really good album, though. But that Hail Hitler song was awesome. Dude, I'm a Jew. I've been blasting that song since he dropped it. It's a fucking awesome song. Haven't thought about Pudgies for months because NFT. Yeah, dude, NFT's really fucking dead. None of it matters now. I'm sure I'm going to get into it at some point. I still believe we're going to see NFTs have a massive, like huge fucking resurgence. I'm absolutely sure. I'm certain of it. But not in this economy and not anytime soon, but it'll happen. Okay, so Sergito has been questioning the numbers Pudgies are putting out, or that's been reported about Pudgies, but part of that is on Pudgies for not putting out clear numbers. I think that part is true. And so Sergito's been pointing out, hey, this article says this amount of sales, and this article says this, and blah, nothing's very clear. But he's been poking at them more. And actually, I learned something interesting yesterday from this tweet. What's up, home? Hang on. Pudgy, Walmart. Wait. Pudgy's Walmart plushies still worth the same price. Gonna have to hold. Yeah, dude, nothing's gone up. I like them. I've got some stuff in a box still because I'm a collector. I collect shit. I didn't have any expectation that stuff really goes up. Oh, that said, hang on. Quick detour. Quick fucking detour. Hang on. So fucking quick. I'm a collector. I collect things that I think there's like an opportunity. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, man. I collect things that I think there's like an opportunity down the road to flip. And, like, dude, nobody bats 1,000, right? I buy shit and most of it'll go to zero. But when things hit, they sometimes really fucking hit. And so I rolled the dice on some physical Pudgies. I don't think any of the physical Pudgy stuff was really going to do well, except that Halloween Pudgy ghost thing where you can pull off that outer shell and he's invisible under. That thing is amazing. That to me is the grail. That to me is the grail Pudgy penguin thing. Maybe that new bag is, but I think the grail Pudgy penguin collectible. Actually, there's another new grail in there is. We'll show it. But I think that Pudgy penguin vinyl see-through ghost thing is the grail of Pudgy penguin physicals. Hang on. How are they making it to claw stores unless they're selling them? Well, this is kind of part of the point. Pudgies are spending a fuck ton of money to get their toys out there. I don't know that world at all. I don't know that, but Henry does. Henry does because they got Kong's they got some Kong toys made, those like nano block things. And he had to explore that world of like toys. And you don't make money on toys. That's my understanding. You don't make money on toys. You spend a fuck ton of money to get your toys out there. So Pudgy's getting all their toys out there wherever they are now. And I assume that means those claw machines and stuff in arcade. They're spending a fuck ton of money to do that. They're probably losing money. This is me not knowing. I hope Luca would come on and talk. Like, again, I love Pudgy penguins. I think they're doing all the right stuff. And I think, like, I always tell this to Henry too. I'm like, I don't think it matters right now. I think it's keeping yourself in a position so when the time is right, you lock in those crazy deals and crazy collabs and things that do matter for your community, that do reward the community. You have to set yourself up to be able to be like chosen or a partner for those things. It's not now, but doing the stuff they're doing now, like, gets in that position to do it when it's time, when those opportunities come up. I like everything Pudgy Penguin's doing. If they're spending money to do it, good. I like it. Okay. The detour was, I like collectibles. I'm really like, I think I'm going to buy one of these booster boxes as one of those things. Yet another thing I'm going to stick in my closet and sit on it for 5 years, 10 years, whatever. And let's see if Azuki really catches on with that card game. And if those packs end up being a thing that matters down the road. I don't think they will, but I don't know that they won't. I don't know that they won't. Dude, is the $200 box gone? This is the one I wanted to get. Actually, yeah, this is the one I was tempted to get. There's 5 hours left to get this like pre-sale whatever thing. I did not want a base set because I'm not going to play the game. Hang on, I like Marty's shit. Let me see what Marty's saying here. All I do these days is long hype and short everything else. Smart. Oh, dude, mental note, or let me pull it up. There's some TA we got to look at. There's this guy, I didn't know of him before, probably should have, but this is a guy who had accurately predicted the past like 300 something days of the market, like perfectly. And he put out a video yesterday showing what he thinks the next phase is. And like the TLDR, and I'll play the video, but the TLDR is he thinks we go lower, but this is the point where he's not shorting the market anymore. Because like there's more risk of missing the upside now, even though he thinks we go lower for a lot longer, like till the fall. Till late summer, basically, or early fall. We've gotten to the point where now the risk is greater on the other side of missing things. So he's done shorting, I think he said, and he's like just sitting and waiting, and he's going to accumulate at certain levels going down, all the way down to possibly even like 40K, 45K. So like we still got a rough like 6 months ahead of us, but maybe only 6 months. And who the fuck knows? Because nobody knows anything. TA from guy with 300-day call. Like, dude nailed it. It's a great video. Great call from that guy, but great video. So yeah, there's 5 hours left of the pre-sale. Like, I'm never gonna play the game. I like a lot of what Azuki's doing too. But I want to get some of those booster packs to just stick in the closet and sit on for a few years, like I do. I don't know, dude. Maybe I do. I don't want to spend $300 or $400, dude. I definitely don't. Maybe I'll just be like, maybe I'll just do this a little smart and I'll just get one booster box. Well, any of you guys do Pokemon stuff? Was like the first like the like starter deck, was that worth something down the road? No, I don't, these will never be Pokemon, right? But I want a booster box, but is it worth getting like the starter deck too? And I'm not going to click yet because I don't know. Either $200 and you get one booster box, or I go 360. I could just do this one booster box, 120. I don't know. But I'm probably going to buy one of these. 5 hours left to figure it out, so I'm probably going to buy one. Okay. Sergito, look, he's not shit talking. He's being like, I think Sergito's being a super reasonable dude, saying we just want some transparency in what's going on here, especially for the brand that is the face of NFTs for sure. Kind of the face of, I don't know if I want to say the face of crypto, but kind of. And definitely their goal is to be the face of crypto and the mascot for crypto. And I like all that. So he's like, we should probably be super like transparent with this shit. Really, dude. I like Gods Unchained. Mike, good morning, man. I don't know how I feel about this. There's two things in the screenshot. First off, Sergito kind of not talking shit again. He's saying some factual shit. And that the Pudgy team, actual Pudgy team, comes in with a middle finger, and I kind of like that energy. But I didn't know this. There's a couple things I didn't know. But what's up, DK? Yeah, those cars. Yeah, dude. I look at it like this with the Azuki stuff. I spent $100 on way dumber shit. I always justify stuff like this, which is dangerous in a market like this, especially. Just because I spent $100 dumber doesn't mean it's smart to spend $100 now. But I kind of want a box, you know. Dude, home. I remember that. I think I have some of those NFTs. I lost access to my Wax wallet like 4 years ago, but I got a lot of shit. Marty, back at you, man. Justin is usually here. Marty's awesome. I love Marty. Anyway, on death and taxes, I spent what, $250 for another week of taxes. I kind of wouldn't hate having a box of collectibles. Okay. Sergito said, if you're mad about me talking about Pudgy facts, then you're actually mad about the facts, not the messenger. I do. Check this out. PMI dropped Pudgy penguins. I didn't know that. I also didn't know exactly who PMI was, but I thought it was like toy related. It sounds like it's toy related. So I Googled it, right? But PMI dropped them because their Series 2, I think, like vinyls didn't sell well. Dude, PMI is kind of a big deal. I think that was a big Pudgy partnership. I think that's like their toy manufacturer. Let me grok it real quick, but I think PMI is who either makes the Pudgy vinyl toys or like is their, I don't know, distributor and gets them in stores. Let me peek. So I Googled it yesterday, and it is their toy manufacturer. But let me see. No, not this. You fuck. Nope. Hang on. There it is. Yep, there it is. PMI Kids World. I remember that. That was a big announcement when they had that partnership. It refers to PMI Kids World or PMI Toys. It's a major toy manufacturer that partnered with Pudgy Penguins to produce the physical plush toys, figures, collectibles. I don't know, but I think that's their toys that are in Walmart. I didn't know PMI dropped them. That wasn't news anywhere that I saw. All right, let me see if we can find that. I didn't know. because that's kept real quiet. I miss what's it called? Oh, Good Morning Moonship. I miss Wax. I like Wax. There's no official announcement. Partnership was announced back in 2022. It's kind of big news, isn't it? If PMI dropped Pudgy Penguins, Siri. This is actually it's funny is not the right word, but Series One, which is do I have any right here? I don't have any of the vinyls on my desk. Series One only sold well. It only sold well because the market was different, and Pudgy Penguin holders went to Walmart stores and they cleared out the shelves, right? That would make a lot of sense to me because we saw those like videos and pictures, right? Pudgy Penguin holders went to the stores and they cleared out every toy and they'd go donate them or they'd stick them in their closet like I did or whatever, right? Like that's why they seem to sell well. But it sounds like they dropped them because it seems like they didn't have any people buying them outside of the NFT holders. Doing what I'm about to do with the Zuki because I know the brand and because I want to like gamble on, whatever. I'm gonna go buy it. And if I had more money, I would buy a bunch of them. But organic, like any kind of like picking up new people to the brand, to the IP, to the whatever, buying the toys because they love the toys. I don't think it really happened. So they dropped Series 2, and now the market's so much worse. I don't remember when they dropped Series 2, but the market's so much worse. And now you don't have the Pudgy holders going back and restocking their closets. And they're not clearing the shelves and they're not whatever. But that might have happened a year ago and we never heard about it. I never heard about it. So, like, back to Sergito's point, we got some videos to play of like Luca, and I think it's a recent Luca interview, and I like it a lot. I like Luca's energy, but we don't have much transparency into what's going on with Pudgies and their toys and their sales and like how is shit actually looking, and also like how much are they spending to get this stuff out there. But dude, weird to see the space turning on Pudgies. And look, if Luke is going to put out the energy he's putting out, then everybody's right to react however they want to react. I like that energy, but what do you do? Smash that thing? Yeah. Uh, Sergito kind of going a little deeper, saying, "I'm just asking for people to be ethical. Ethical, I think, with the numbers, like transparency here. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Someone who's the face of NFTs and the face trying to be the face of crypto, and I think in a big way is, but man, yeah, not great to have like the leader of NFTs losing the support of if they had it, and I think they had it for a while, but losing the support of this space. All right, here's some I think recent Luca stuff, and again, I like this. I love like flowers to fucking Henry the Great, who's been like on this wave for a long time. Seriously, flowers like I'm throwing flowers at Henry, who said there is no PVE, there is no rising tide lifts all ship, there is no we win together, none of that. And there hasn't been and there never has been. It's a real easy thing to say when everybody's bags are up. It's a real easy thing to say when everybody's making money, easy money, free money, big time, like and lots of it. Real easy thing to say when that's happening. But Luke is a smart guy, and Luke is not playing that game. And he never was. Like Henry turned on Luca real quick when Henry had Luca on like a spaces and Luca wouldn't give the Kongs any flowers. It was all Pudgy Penguins. Like I think Henry got it then. And I like that about Luca. I do. Luca said, I'm not trying to be a fucking family here. We're not a fucking sports team. Oh no, we are a fucking sports team. And we're here to win. I love that, dude. Anybody who gets in our way will get fucking smoked. I'm going to mop everything you're betting. I like it. That you think will be better than this, I'm going to mop it. And if you think there's another NFT that's going to come out and be better than this, I'm going to mop it. How do you not love that energy? How do you not love that? You don't love that if you believe that meme, that PVE meme. If you believe the rising tide lifts all ships, if you believe that, you don't love that energy. But if you think that was bullshit all along, then you gotta love this. I actually think Henry's probably a fan now. I don't know how old this tweet is though. Hang on, is that recent? I can't tell if that's a recent Gainsey photo or not. I don't think it is. He's not looking as Jewy as he does now, right? I don't think that's super recent, but I can't tell. If we go into another recession, how does Luca prevent becoming what Bored Apes became? Hang on, is that a video? I want to play that. Yeah, no videos here. I don't think. But then Blocks, love Blocks. Blocks shared a video of Luca from actually a few videos. Hang on, let me play this. I saved this. I didn't listen to this yet, but this is Luca like this is footage from Luca pre like NFTs, and it shows the fake numbers. This is the game. This is not like a Pudgy Penguins thing either, by the way. They're doing it, but this is not a Pudgy Penguins thing. This is like an everything thing, fake numbers, pumping your numbers, inflating it all, because that's what the algorithm demands. Which sucks, but that's what the algo demands. Wait, where? Benny, what's up, man? Good to see you. Where did they misspell whatever? Here, let me play that. All right, hang on. All right, here's Luca prior to the NFT stuff.
And so what I did is I had like this picture of all this Gucci and this Louis Vuitton and all this stuff. And don't think I'm doing anything sus, because I'm not. And I basically had this ad out, right? And on this ad, and this is so much sauce. And on this ad, it was basically like, look, 70.
By the way, we have audio. Audio's okay. What's up, Cosmos? Good morning.
5% off your favorite local and designer brands. I had a landing page like this. This is another one of my brands. The landing page is no longer here. So here's a brand that I'm releasing soon. So we had a landing page like this. And so it basically was like, it had like a picture of like all these designer bags and this cute girl and like this cute guy. And they were just cute guy, good looking guy. And they were, looking good, whatever. And it said, look, 70 to 75% off your favorite local and designer brands, right? And I was basically running ads to it. And it said, put in your number, we release on this day. Expect, everything to sell out quickly. I had bought a Instagram account with a lot of followers. I had, bought a lot of likes, just so you guys know where you go to buy likes and all that stuff. Go to like justanotherpanel.com or something, sign up to it. This is where you can like buy likes for, 10,000 likes for like $20. Really built it up.
I'm so naive, dude. I'm so naive. Like at this point, I know it's taken me a long time to get here. I've known so much that we're looking at is fake and the engagement we see on stuff is fake. I didn't know how cheap it is to do it. I didn't realize how much of it is actually fake. Really started to like connect the dots like so late in the game, man. But especially the past month when I've been pushing on social media and seeing tweets that come out from accounts like brand new accounts with like a tweet or let's say 10 tweets out there and one of them's got like millions of impressions, like especially over an AI. And it's tricky because I have people on our team who are like, that's that thing's pretty hyped right now. We should be able to do that. They're like, that thing went super viral. Yeah, we got to get our own viral shit. Like, we can do it. They're like, this story could be viral. And I'm like, no, I get it could, but you know, like, I think people don't appreciate how fake a lot of it is. I heard from one of the biggest, like the biggest, I don't even want to say what it is, but that every tweet they do is boosted. Every single tweet they do is boosted. So like paid extra like impressions. It's all fake. Any tweet you see out there that's got a ton of impressions, unless it's from somebody you already know their name and brand and they already have like that baked in community and audience or whatever, if you've never heard of them and it's like fucking cooking, they paid. 100% of the time it's paid. So I see these tweets recently, especially in AI, because that's where I focus now. And I'm like, dude, millions of impressions and like thousands and thousands, maybe 10,000 plus likes. And I see it. And I got people saying, hey, look at that. That thing's got all the eyeballs right now. But I don't look at it like that. I look at that. I'm like, dude, they paid. They paid. They got those like, they have accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers that are paid to promote it, that it's not listed as paid promotion. Those guys are retweeting it and the likes are paid. It's crazy. It's all fake. It's all fake. I'll keep playing this, but like to that point, Moonship's not a bot. Moonship's a buddy. Moonship's awesome. Not a bot. I don't think Luca's doing sketchy shit. I think Luca's doing what you have to do. Luca's literally playing a different game than most people. Well, people are trying to do it like organically. The organically now is paying for like engagement. Like that is organic now. It sucks, but that is the game. Luca's playing the game, and Luca's awesome because he did this like from a young age. He knows the game, so he's like the best dude you could have running the thing. You have to do that. If you don't do it, I'm sorry, but that's what advertising is now. That's advertising. It's pay to get in the algo, to get boosted, to do whatever, so you can find some like hopefully you find some real people who really want your shit. But you don't get the chance unless you pay. That is how the game works. Unless you are like the one in a million who happens to have such a unique thing and you craft the message just the right way at the right time and it happens to go actually viral without any help. You know, but that's like one in a million, I think. And I'm no expert at this too, but I know almost everything you see out there is fake.
And also buy fake comments and a bunch of things like that. So I had built like this amazing facade that, wow, like this was the outlet of the year, right?
It's not wrong. Like Marty, it's not wrong, but it's also like, if that's a scam, then everything is a scam, and then you have to just measure him against other. I mean, everything is a scam. Some of the most legit stuff we see out there, great builders, great teams, some of the most public people here in crypto, people that we respect, like probably all of us respect, then they're also scammers. And if you want to use that word, I think that's fine. But then everything, all the top blockchains, all the top people, all the top everything crypto, they're also all scams. And there's nothing that's public that is like a big name that isn't a scam, because they're all doing it. They're all playing the same game. And I think Luca, if anything, is a little more skilled at it. But they're all like 100% of them are doing it too.
Like this was like the place to be and the place to shop. Like everything checked out, the comments, the likes. I mean, obviously you did some due diligence. You'd sniff out the phony, but from the outside looking in, from the average consumer, they're getting me like my numbers so quickly. And you know, I had a couple designer pieces, and I was like, look, I have to sell some designer shit. So I took some of my Louis Vuitton duffels. And I asked my mom. I said, yo, you have any designer stuff that I can put on the site? Any stuff like that. And I also went to like Louis Vuitton and bought a couple new pieces as well, and like Gucci, and I probably spent like $10,000 on like new stuff. And then between my stuff, and there was a used section on the site, so I don't think I was selling used.
Love it. Facts. Because especially when the market turns to shit, you're stuck with what's real. The only people you have buying your shit and paying attention is the people who really loved it and really believed in it, the real stuff. And then you find out there's not much of it. There's not much of it. It's crazy. What's up, Snacks? Good to see you, man. I see now. There's an example of fucking real, like real. And then also, but I fucking love it. Real. Snacks is awesome.
New, my mom's stuff. I maybe had about 30-40 grand worth of like real Louis Vuitton and all this type of stuff on the website. And then what I did is I started taking other stuff from Gucci and Louis Vuitton and Prada and all these things, and I was putting them on the site, but I was selling them out. right? So you couldn't buy them, but they were sold out. And then I was mixing it in with all this other like these type of products where it's like, okay, this can kind of like this looks like a designer good, and you know a bunch of other really nice things on AliExpress. And then I had, and I was completely shooting in the dark here.
Sucks that everything's about tricking your audience. Like it sucks that that's normal. That is what that is life right now. Everything's about tricking your audience. And again, that's not a Pudgy Penguins comment. That's everything. Everything is about tricking people because it's all about quickly getting eyeballs, quickly getting clicks. Get like speak to people's monkey brains, get them to do stuff. Don't question. Like that's life. And it's why I say all the time, like AI, the fact that it hallucinates and whatever doesn't matter. Like it matters, right? But why it ultimately doesn't. All that matters is do people react to what AI is saying, or and it's not just AI, anybody. And I take that to like it's everything. Like I always say, it's like the protests that we see, out that sometimes seem pretty inorganic, and people who are passionate about politics who don't know. I don't know shit about politics, right? But you see people who are really passionate about it that when they're pressed on it, like these like IRL interviews, and they don't know, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you got the person to do a thing, which is like get their ass on the streets and get loud and fucking, vocal about shit. It's like real doesn't matter anymore. Scary as shit and like sad and all that stuff. But that is, again, it's not a Pudgy Penguins thing. It's everybody. And if you want to make it and make money, you kind of got to be fake. Not even kind of, you have to.
I had no idea this would work. And so I got like 1,000 phone numbers. I opened up the site, and all of the all of the all of the pictures that I had taken from you know Gucci and Louis Vuitton, all the products were sold out. But then like in between,
How is this dude homeless when his mom's got 30 to 40? That's a great, I caught that, Marty, when he said his mom had like 30 to $40,000 in like Louis Vuitton stuff. I'm like, how is this dude homeless? That's not normal.
all of that were all of these like local quote unquote designer brands uh, that people were like just it's perception, right? So you're thinking something that's right next to Louis Vuitton that is, let's say unhappy.com, then you're like, oh wow, you're attributing it, as long as it's nice, you're attributing it to the same thing. And I didn't actually go on AliExpress. I went on AliExpress, but I had found a local. I went to a Burlo initially, and then I thought to myself, "Oh, this can be a disaster because it's like they still think it's from the United States." So I redid everything. I got all these stuff from our Burlo's U.S. supplier list, and then I opened up the site and I texted and I said, "Blast it!" I SMS'd it, and within like 15 minutes, I probably did like 40 grand in revenue. Maybe
It's crazy. It's crazy. You fake the stuff because it works. If I heard that right, I know I was kind of pausing between it, but he did, what did he say, 30, 40 grand in revenue? So what he did work. So of course you're going to keep doing it. And then of course the next person to come along is trying to like, next person's going to do the same thing. Cause now you got the game plan, you got the blueprint. It works. It works. It's weird. Like I respect the game. I don't love the game. I don't respect it like this is life. I respect people who play the game well. You know what I mean? And he plays the game really well.
like 3 or 4 grand was all from like me and my mom's used Louis Vuitton. Maybe sold like 2 or 3 pieces from the stuff that I bought, but 80% of the sales was from like all this like local designer brands that I had put in the minutia. I said, wow, this worked exactly like I thought it would work. And I only spent like maybe 1,200 bucks, 1,500 bucks on ads. My cost per number was like $1. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, geez, Louise, this is pretty genius. So I ran a $10,000 budget campaign, a day campaign, ran it a couple of times, spent like 30, 40 grand on getting like, it was like 32,000 numbers, something like that. And then when I opened the site up, I blasted, I was blasting them incrementally because blasting text messages is expensive. And I was like, wow, everything kept $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. And then I was like, I paused, for a couple hours. I said, wait a minute. I went to bed actually. I said, I'm gonna run this back in the morning. Ran it back in the morning. And then at the very end of the day, I had made like 150, 200 grand. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, I might as well break a record here. So I went to the US Brillo supply section. I found as many products that I thought looked good as possible, figured out how much stock was on each of them, listed as much things as possible on that homepage, and I just let it rip.
Crazy. It's funny, like, okay, this is not perfect, but whatever. But like, we hate this, right? Like, we hate this, and then you hear those stories of like early crypto and early gambling sites where people would like learn to game the platform and like make money from that and like arbitraging different things and like again just like not breaking rules but working around rules to like get like what sign up bonuses and stuff like that and like we love that shit. We love gaming that kind of game. And I think it's because you're taking money from the house, right? So I think that feels different. Taking money from the house instead of taking money from like normal people like us or our friends or family or whatever, right? So like taking money from the house feels okay. And then, being sneaky and stuff, taking money from people feels bad. So, but yeah, yeah. On the conference circuit, met a few people who sell botting services. It's a whole industry. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, yep. I built a lottery that's a savings account. Yeah, it's gross. Okay, fuck. This is old too, right? This is probably like, how old is this? This has got to be like 8 years old or something, right? And like, largely things kind of work the same way still. Is there any fixing this? Is there any coming back from this? And I think clearly not because it worked for a while with Pudgy Penguins and might still be working. And like we were just saying, everybody's like faking everything. Does it matter? Is there any fixing any of this? What's up, Global? I'm with you, dude. Hell yeah. Is there, do we ever go back to real shit? I'd actually like, boy, I don't mean to tie AI into this thing, but like my thoughts, like I say it here a lot, I think AI is going to get us like offline more. I think the fix is like it's the trust thing and it's the real stuff and it's the community stuff and it's like it's getting back, it's unplugging. I'll just say it, it's unplugging. I think it's not doing this like online retail shit. I think it's back to like spending local, spending money with people you know. Um, it sounds like a fantasy, and I think right now it is, but I think years off, 10 years, I don't think it will be. I think that'll be kind of normal, which is kind of badass. I think we're all about to unplug in a big way.
I let those text messages rip twice, and I did like 600,000 bucks or like $560,000 that day. And that's kind of the secret behind my $560,000 day. It's really a method that I've never heard before, and I kind of conceptualized out of theory because what we were doing for like unhappy.com is that's what we were doing, right? We were getting phone numbers, blasting it. We were doing it with like other brands that we were running. I was thinking, I was like, wow, like this should work on a dropshipping store. I mean, the concept's the same. The only difference between a dropshipping store and a brand is a brand has hype, it has value. But as long as I make people perceive that there's hype and there's value, then the dropshipping thing should work the exact same way, in which it did. Now,
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like it's a scummy game, but it's a game, and I respect the fucking game. He's a smart kid.
what had happened is uh, I actually am still running this to this day, uh, but I'm slowly but surely, just because I felt like it was maybe just a little bit mischievous to have like sold out Louis Vuitton and sold out Prada and sold out Gucci on there. Though I think it was most of this, though I think it was imperative to it. It kind of was, but I said I'd rather make a little bit less money than maybe make people believe something that necessarily isn't completely genuine, right? And so something about it just didn't fulfill like my heart and my soul. And I put that store on pause, but every time I decide to run it, it prints.
Interesting. Okay, he felt bad enough about it that he paused it. Huh. Huh. Yeah, is it okay to take people's money from tricking people? Um, I don't know. Even ties into what we saw last week with kind of like the lawsuit against Facebook and YouTube, and they lost that lawsuit. It's like it's weird that we trick people and we prey on people's monkey brains to make our money. And I wonder if anybody feels good about what they're doing. That's kind of crazy to hear him say he didn't, so he shut the store down. But then, did he say when he unpaused it, it would print again? So like he kind of went back to it.
Every time I decide to run it, it prints, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, you guys will probably listen to this and try to do the same. And I've told other people about this, local friends of mine, and they've tried it and it didn't really work for them. Why was my thing different? Well, I think it's because no one put the effort into getting the Instagram, buying the likes, faking a lot of things, doing stuff like that. I was putting posts into pods, and pods are basically just places where all these verified people hang out and comment on people's posts. So like on where like we were posting like this Burlow designer jacket, doing photo shoots, all this stuff. A lot of effort was put into this business where most people are not willing to put that type of effort in, and we kind of developed this online outlet of local designer brands, which was really awesome. And a lot of people just really believed what it was, and you kind of got to fake it till you make it, and people believed it until it became it. And the only issue with that business why I stopped, it just didn't make me happy. It didn't make me passionate.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. Like it's not awesome and dude, it's like anything. You can have so many feelings about the thing and so like you can hate parts of it and respect and like parts of it and whatever, but like the ultimate takeaway is it's all fake. And if you have to fake it to survive, does that make it okay? Like kind of no. And then kind of you have to survive. No, like hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions in sales is not surviving. It's like winning. So is it ethical to like fake it to win? For me, no. For a lot of people, yes. And what I don't know. I thought that part really stood out, dude. Where he said it didn't fulfill him. It didn't feel like sort of like he was saying it didn't feel right. Like just all this fake stuff and trickery and that it worked so well, like didn't feel good. I wish people leaned into more into like if it doesn't feel right, probably isn't right, probably shouldn't do it. And if you don't do it, someone else will. And it's just I don't know, everything sucks, huh? Everything sucks. Everything. And this is not like a like crypto comment, and it's not like crypto sucks because of that, or just any this is everything. This is like politics. This is everything sucks because it's all this, because that is what works. Like lying and faking and like deceiving. And it works on every level, and it's why everything is how it is now. And it's because it works. It sucks. It sucks. Um, yeah. I think he likes games like this, how to get attention. But yeah, that's the part I respect too. It's like, okay, if you compartmentalize it and it's like there's a game of like seeing the number go up, like sales go up, engagement go up, whatever. Like the skill to actually make it work is kind of cool. But is it a net positive? Like nah. Hang on. I watch things like this go crazy when people pay, like YouTube ads. Yep. So yeah, I've also heard this on the YouTube side again because I, at times had pushed on that, and I'd been told from people who were like very much in the industry, they're like, you have to pay, you have to run ads, like you don't go viral, you don't grow. Again, you can. There are definitely exceptions, and there's enough, right? But like the people who are growing accounts, social media, whatever, they are all running ads. They are all paying. They are all fake boosting numbers. They're all doing it. And again, it's not a now thing. It's been going on for years and years and years and years. And why wouldn't you? There's the big argument on X right now. People want like Elon to turn off the the rev share, like the creator fees and all that stuff, right? Because all it's done is like prioritize slop. Like, doesn't matter if something's real, doesn't matter if something's quality. All it matters is do you get the person's monkey brain clicking thumbs up or a heart or whatever, right? That's all that matters. It's a numbers thing. You get enough numbers, you get money. And so it's everywhere. It's everything. It's everything's garbage. Everything's like fucking everything is slop. It's a shortcut, Benny, but I also think it's like it's a shortcut. Something that might take 10 years could take you, a few months instead. It's almost like it's necessary because I think it's hard to build something over like years and years and years. I don't know if you can. I shouldn't say you can't. It's definitely a shortcut, but I also think it's like one of the most important ingredients in success is you have to. I think that's fine. I think that's fine to call it a scam. Like I don't think that's wrong. I think it's probably super accurate. So, but then again, everything's a scam. Everything is, and truth is, everything is a scam. Um, did I know Shiv or whatever is on the Pudgy team, community team? Yeah, whatever. I don't know if I knew. The cope on the timeline is hysterical. Billions will huddle was never a meme. Pudgy generates 1 billion Giphy views every single day. Outperform brands like Disney, Pokemon. By the way, like all true, and outperform brands like Disney and Pokemon, who I guarantee are also paying to fake numbers. And of course, they got real, like fucking mega real numbers too, but they're doing the exact same thing. They are. 1,000% they are. So like what Pudgy Penguins are doing, maybe like Disney isn't doing it to that degree now, but in different ways they are. At 100,000 fucking percent. Like 100,000% they are. Disney's doing it. Pokemon's doing it. Again, I've heard from big fucking brands that do it on everything they put out publicly. They're paying on it. So they're all doing it. So if you want to be that, you have to play their game. I don't know. I don't know if any of this hurts Pudgy Penguins because I don't think any of this is new. The only new thing here to me was the PMI thing. That's new to me. And I would love to get more insight into the toy thing, what they spent on the toys. I don't know who they owe those numbers to. Do they owe the public those numbers, or is that like I don't know. But that was new to me. The PMI dropped them. I didn't know. And then does it I don't know, does it look good for the biggest NFT brand to have that? It's not new. This like, that video's so old, it's not the first time that's been surfaced. None of this is, but maybe the newest thing here is again, it's the PMI thing, and it's also depending on how new that interview was with Gainsey. And I feel like that was a few months back, but the whole like we're here to win and crush anybody who gets in our way, like that's newer to me. I don't remember hearing Lucas say that before. And I love that. I fucking love that he says that. Yeah, I do. Um, every company advertises. Um, yeah. Hey, it's all fake. Seriously, I swear to God, it's why I want to get back to like local, my town, and like small businesses and stuff like that, like local small business. It's like return to that shit. Okay, so all that said, and yeah, I don't know. We're all fucked. And none of it'll matter. Next bull market, none of it'll matter. People will buy Pudgies, people will buy Pengu, people will buy all it doesn't matter. None of it matters. None of it matters. Boy, NFT's in a rough spot too. Let's see. Dude, normies have run up to almost 0.1. Normies, dude, they're at 0.19 like basically now. Holy shit. Dude, these are going to be like in this market for them to be doing what they're doing, I think is I think it's pretty impressive, man. They're basically point 0.1 now. I bought these guys at like 0.01. Just having that right feel, like that feel that they're different and they're, cabal enough, not good cabal, art cabal, like good, like I think good cabal. But knowing that those were like different. And so the only prediction I made with them is they'd flip Del Mundos. And they did that, I think, a couple days ago, but now they're well above Del Mundos. Del Mundo's 0.06, whatever. Normies, what? Yeah, basically 0.1. So I sold most of my normies a little earlier. I think I sold my normies at like 0.05 ish, but I hung on to 2. I wouldn't hate selling them here, but I like normies. I kind of like these little fuckers. But they're looking good. They're doing well. They're doing pretty well. Again, in this market to be doing what they're doing, awesome. I mentioned yesterday I'm not dumping any of these Nitazens. I'm not dumping any of those yet because I think we haven't had Mega ETH season if we ever get it. But I want to hold some of the NFTs on Mega ETH from the start, if they ever take off. So hold on to those bad boys. Death and taxes. Do I want to circle back to this? No, fuck it. Like real quick, death and taxes. I think down to like 300 citizens, and I really got to decide if I'm going to stay in this. 302 left. This is going to start slowing down so much. I can't imagine I'm going to spend 0.15 in a few days to go another week. I can't imagine, but we're at the point now where you're going to make almost 2 ETH if you make it to the final 69. So like me putting in 0.3 at this point for taxes, you break even after you spend, almost 2 ETH. Like guys are going to put in almost 2 ETH and they're going to go beyond it. I don't know. I think I got to duck out of this game. I think I got to duck out. It's going to be so expensive. Yeah, dude, I think it's time. What's up, English? Good morning, man. Brutal, fucking brutal. Cool ass game. Like I love everything he's doing. But yeah, Treasury's at 123 ETH. So like at 140 is where you're basically at like 2 ETH a person for the final 69 NFTs. So you make it to the final 69, you get 2 ETH. Meaning you will spend 2 ETH to get yours into the final 69 because you break even. So and I don't think I'm going to put 2 ETH into this because you don't know how much higher it's going to go. And if you can't keep up with the rest, what if it goes to 3 ETH and you were only willing to put in 2? Now you're out fucking 2 ETH. Crazy. I just got one left. I just got this guy. And I'm only keeping him in to keep him listed to hopefully flip him because I think it's going to cost a lot more than 2 ETH to go all the way. I think it'll be 5+. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think and part of it's staying in long enough. Part of it's being in long enough to just feel how high I think it can go. But now I've done it, a few weeks in. Now I felt like it can go much higher than I thought before. Like if it were going to be an ETH to like take it, to go all the way, I would have done an ETH. But like at this point, it's looking like it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 7 ETH. I'll say this, man. I don't think it's crazy to think like it could go 10 ETH. There's like 3, man, NFT's pretty fucking dead. But pretty fucking dead. But also like the stuff that isn't dead, like the stuff that's like kind of cool and interesting and like more RC is doing actually pretty well. Like great example right here. Death and Tax is minted for what? 0.03? And like floor's basically 0.1 now. And Grail's going a lot higher and like interesting shit. And then those normies were like those normies we were just showing minted for like 0.000 something. And they're at 0.1 now. So like the stuff in NFTs that is working is really working. And the people who are still paying attention and trading it are actually, I think, all doing pretty decent. Like just not a lot of people are doing it. But the ones that are, I think, are doing pretty well and having fun. Most important part, I think, having fun. Fuck it. Let's be honest. Most important part, making money. Right behind it, having fun. Yeah. But yeah, NFTs I think are in a. I've said this for a couple months now. I think NFTs are in a really good spot. Really good spot. If this is like the baseline, and of course it gets way slower from here. It does, right? Gets worse from here for sure. But if this is like the bottom as far as this is your base, this is your baseline like collectors and prices and shit like it's a really great foundation that's been found in NFTs. Like good stuff, great stuff, good quality. Where's that new pasta? Hang on. There's new NFT pasta out this morning. Or actually it's like yesterday. I think we even showed it yesterday. There's the pasta, but this came from some girl yesterday. I think we showed on yesterday morning stream. The original. Where is it? Anyway, it's some like artist who's got like 5,000 followers that I never heard of before. Never. Here it is. This is the original. Actually, let's peek at her art. Yeah, I've never seen her shit. But yeah, this is where it came from. Oh, dude. Marty, I've been in a Chris Cornell like zone lately. Yeah, dude. I've been so back into rock lately, past like few months. Like I've like full fucking throttle back in. The Kanye album's at a weird time now where I've like completely stopped listening to rap, like all in back in rock and like 90s shit. Like big time back into Pearl Jam. Um Good amount of Soundgarden. A lot of Chili Peppers the past week. Like a lot of Chili Peppers. Tool fucking awesome. Yeah. Dude, that music that stuff was special. Like so fucking good. But that Kanye album's got me. That Kanye album's really good. All right, here's her art. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't know her process or anything. I like it. Dude, what are some good albums out this year? Rock albums. I don't know anybody who's got anything big coming. I got a concert I'm going to Tuesday. Can't fucking wait. Um Marty, it's on everything. This new album's on everything. It's on like Spotify and it's on Apple Music. It's really fucking good. Like, yeah, Bullies is best. It's better than the Vulture shit by a mile. It's different from Donda. I like it more than the Donda stuff, but there's like there's like 8 songs on Donda that I think are like fucking awesome. But this album I think is better than that, and I think it's like his 20. When was Ye and Kids See Ghosts? Was that 2018? I think it's like on par with that stuff, but I think I like it more than Ye. I think I like Kids See Ghost a lot more. Yeah, dude, it's weird to say this because it's too early, but I think I like this. Like, it's on to me Life of Pablo level. It's not that good production wise. Some of the stuff is. Nah, it's fuck it. It's just it's a really good album. It's a really really good album, and I'm really surprised. Yeah, dude, he got banned everywhere and shit, and he was yeah, and then he was only putting his stuff. Like, I mean, you could only get Donda 2 on a stem player at one point, which I got 2 of those. I love those things. But yeah, it's real. I'm so dude. If this new album was not 18 tracks, and I like every song on it, but if this album was like 12 tracks, and he put more time into polishing them up all the way, because he did typical Kanye thing, like a lot of them sound like 2/3 done, and you like a few more weeks on each of them probably would have made it like special. It could have been a special album. That's like when you listen to it, you probably feel that like you're like this could have been fucking like this could have been up there with his albums, but some of the songs are epic, like great, and it had a ton of potential. I hope he keeps working on it, but it's better than his shit from the past like 5 to 8 years or whatever. It's really fucking good. God, I want to play it now. But yeah, especially like this, I think like the first 8 to 10 and songs are like really good, and the second half kind of it doesn't. It falls off. It sounds like the songs are less finished on like the second half of it. But like most of them are really good still. Yeah. Awesome album. And like I think that's most people's take on it too. It's like way better than people were thinking. Like to the point where people are like, I didn't think he still had this shit in him. But he does. Oh, dude, I totally forgot it's like the end of March. So we're hitting a 6-month losing streak for Bitcoin, which we only did like once before. Or hang on, is this a new record? Was it we had 5 months straight? Is this gonna be our first time with 6 months straight in the red? One, two, three, four, five. Um, yeah, it ain't great. You know what? Let me find that post. Here, let me mark that. I want to check it out. 6 months in 1819. Okay, hang on. The weird thing is, dude, I know we've gone back and forth with this a bit, but I still feel like I still feel like 2018-ish was worse. As bad as it is now. And at times I've said, like, probably about a month ago, I'm like, no, this is starting to feel as bad. And I still think that. I think it's like starting to feel as bad, but like I still think back then felt worse. Like it really fucking felt like game over back then. And for me now, it's not back then I was convinced it was game over. So like I stopped paying attention to crypto. And like now I'm like, I see a scenario where it's game over, but I don't believe it. And I'm not going to not pay attention. Like I still think back then was different. Yeah, yeah, dude. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel the same. Like I doubted it back then. I'm like, I remember telling myself, I'm like, you missed it, dude. That was it. That was your one chance to like fucking. And I'm like, it's never coming back. All right, let me find this guy's take. Like ICO Beast, dude, we still got to look up some stakes. Um, ICO Beast had a tweet that went pretty viral, but it wasn't his tweet. It was somebody else's. Yeah, I'm there. That's kind of why I think this way. Like there's still a fuck ton. I think like this. There's a fuck ton of big money that's still coming in, but also like my friends. I think to one friend of mine. I keep thinking of this one friend of mine who's like, he's like, he thinks because I pay attention to crypto that I'm rich or gonna be rich. And I'm like, and that guy won't touch it because he thinks he missed it too. And I'm like, there's still all these people out there that think they missed it, that it means they can come chase it again when Bitcoin falls to 40 or whatever it does. And then when it starts really starting to rip again and there's talk about it going to a quarter mil and 500 and then a mil, like they're not going to feel like they missed it forever. So I'm like, on top of the big money coming in, there's like the normal people who thought they never had a chance for it again, and they'll think they have a chance again. Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucking the war shit. Which we're getting ready to invade Iran. It's coming. It's fucking coming. By the way, this looked cool as hell. Some like I don't know if this is a card game or some. I think it's like a card game or I don't know. It's some game where this dude said like you actually have to draw these fucking magic symbols. That's how you cast spells is you draw them, and whoever draws it first like wins, or draws it like quickest and best wins. That's kind of cool. That's like, yeah, it's kind of clever. I love that. Actually, that gets to kind of the point of this guy, and it's something we all know why you DCA. Because you're not really, other than by dumb luck, you're never going to time the top. You're never going to time the bottom. That's why you DCA. Yeah. This is we'll chat about that here too. Where the fuck? Oh, I like this point. We got plenty here. Um, People are fucking nuts. All right, hang on. Let me just go to ICO Beasts page. This guy. This guy right here. Okay. This guy, perfect call. Perfect call, Bitcoin price action, time frame, all that stuff. And let's see.
And so what I did is I had like this pick things, and I was
Okay. So this guy put up a YouTube video of his next, like, I don't remember if it was 6 months or 12 months or whatever, but very accurately called what was coming in Bitcoin a year ago. And yeah, let's check out his new video. I'm gonna play it. Tell me if you guys have audio. Was it that one? Here we go. No, it's from yesterday. Forecast for Bitcoin's movement over the next, is it 3 months? 3 to 6 months. Yeah, this is cool. All right, I'm gonna play it. Let me know if you guys have audio when it goes.
What's going on, guys? It's Killer. Welcome back to the channel. Now, it has been a while since I've last uploaded, but in today's video, I'm going to be covering what I expect Bitcoin to do over the next 3 to 6 months on the lower time frame as well as the higher time frame, and how I'm going to be navigating the market in between them periods. But before we get started, I just want to quickly cover and recap what I went over in the last video. So, in the video I posted about 2 weeks ago, I brought up why I was bearish around the 72k to 74k region, and essentially what I was looking for. I was looking for a sweep above the external range high. In this case, our external range high was 73.9k. And I triggered into shorts around this price region, and I posted when I'd done it as well. And as we can see, since that period was tested and we had the deviation above, we have dropped about 9 to 10% towards the downside. So following my previous update, you would have been able to catch this move towards the downside just by paying attention to the same type of plans which I have been paying attention towards. And of course,
Hang on. I kind of want to just get to his call. I just want to get to the next, yeah, 3 to 6.
now, a lot of people are probably wondering, well, Killer, how on earth did you predict 300 days of price action movement? And bear in mind, there is a lot more technicals involved than the pivots on the charts 3 to 6 months. Well,
Here we go.
as I've said, I expect the 60k low to be broken at some point. We might have some ranging before that happens, but I do think eventually we will break towards the downside and have that deviation below the previous wick low at 60k. And if we are trying to compare where I believe we are in the cycle to 2021, 2022, we can see around this area here is where I expect we are. I think that we just had that rejection from the range high, and now we are going to see this chop, chop, chop price action before breaking the low and having deviation below that low. And if we translate exactly what is happening from the past cycle to this cycle, we can see, well, we are in a bear market. We have only been in a bear market for 170 days, and on average, bear markets are lasting at around 350 to 400 days. So, like I said in my previous video as well, I do not expect us to bottom within 350 days. I, in fact, expect us to bottom sooner. I just do not expect us to bottom 170 days into the cycle, because then that is essentially basically saying that, okay, we're going to bottom 2 times faster than every other cycle. I do not think that's going to happen. I think we are going to bottom in August, September period. And that leaves little room for Bitcoin to have upside. And in fact, we can have more slow bleed price action where this is going to chop people out of positions. This is likely the period where people are going to start to target 40k, 30k, and 20k. We see this every single cycle where people keep lowering their targets. So, what am I planning? I am planning to be buying anywhere within this price region. I did post an update on my channel around 2 months ago where I basically said when we were around this 90k region that I am looking to bid around the 65k the 60K, the 55K, and the 50K range. And as you can see, two of my bids have already been filled. I've been filled on 65K, I've been filled on 60K. Now you're probably wondering, well, Killer, if you know where the price is going, isn't it just better off to wait for these areas to be?
Dude, that's exactly it. Exactly. I mean, we'll get to that point here, but he says like he thinks late July, sometime in August is where he thinks we'll bottom, which is a little earlier than some other people are saying. Like what Dr. Profit thinks like September, October. Everybody's like ballpark right around there, and I'm good with it. Whatever.
Be tested? Yes, it is, but there's always a risk in doing that. If you are waiting for one particular entry point, you might get front run, and this has happened to me multiple times in the past throughout my experience. So I am gradually building spot positions, and my target's going to be around 160 to 180K in the next 3 to 4 years. So although I expect this slow bleed price action into a move down sub 60K, I am still going to be buying in between, because in the grand scheme of things, if we start looking on the higher time frame, even if we bleed all the way back down, I'm still expecting something like this to develop over the next 3 to 4 years, in which it doesn't really matter if I start buying slightly sooner now, even though I expect the wick below 60K. So my plan and preparation, Bitcoin, something to
All right.
so between one.
It's like nothing crazy, but just a guy who's got a good track record, saying what a lot of people are saying. But again, it's good to hear it. It's good to hear it. And I like hearing the reasonable targets too. It's not half a mil, right? We hear a lot of it's a mil in by 2030. I like his targets, what, 160 to 180? It's pretty it's all pretty fucking reasonable. Exactly. Yeah. And that's more what he's saying there too. He's like he's buying, he's okay buying now, even if he thinks it goes lower, because exactly that. Does it matter? It matters more if you missed it entirely because you were trying to time the bottom and you never get there. So, yeah, I like this guy. I don't know why I'm not following him. I don't think he's saying anything crazy either, but it's good to hear it. Let me see what else we got. It's a little more NFT shit, kinda. So people not getting NFTs is the thing that gets me still. Gets me. I don't know who this guy is, but this guy, I think, like CEO of one of these like card companies. What is that? CEO of Collectors. Collectors.com, and talking shit about NFTs. It's a crazy thing to me. I dig that. We need fuck, I don't know what we need. I don't know. I hope. I fucking hope. What's up, Gravity? Good morning. Don't remember if we talked about this yesterday. I don't remember. Fuck. But NFT NYC, no, we did. I think we did. But I'm leaning towards going. I'm kind of leaning towards going. I'll say this. I want to go. I want to go. Wow. The first thing that pops up when you go to NFT NYC is something about agents. Yeah. Yeah, I do want to go. I do. I want to get Henry there. If Henry goes, I'm going, you know? Man, this song feels like it could be on 808s. That's the best song on the album. Like special fucking song. Oh, it's so good. So good. So fucking good. What a hell of an album. Steady Teddy's coming to ETH this week. I think this week. Who cares? Who fucking cares? I care. I care a little bit. I care a little bit. I like it. I like the shit. What else? What else? What else? More alien shit. Dude, there's something so weird. Like we talked to fireballs yesterday, but there's something so weird, so fucking weird about all these missing like military generals and fucking scientists who've gone missing here. I don't know. Hey, a week to go till we see if Chris Bledsoe's a fucking lunatic or if Chris Bledsoe is talking to some alien woman being who's giving him visions of the future. 1 week till we find out. 1 week till we find out. Can't wait. And now we'll go look at some steaks and get the fuck out of here. But yeah, steak time. This algo does suck. And where we get a big change this week, can't fucking wait. Oh, sorry, this is actually funny. Seeing an artist tweet who's sincere about why they're leaving the space being copy pasted and mocked is not funny. No, it is funny. No, I'm sorry, that is funny. Not funny is the people making fun of this new Harry Potter actor kid. That's not funny. I hate that shit. I hate people talking shit about how people look, but especially kids. Like that shit's not funny. This is funny. That shit's funny. Yeah. No, that's funny. Okay. Steak. This is the viral trend of the weekend, the viral thing of the weekend. Posting pictures of steak. It's a strange looking steak. But I would eat that shit. Dude, that looks so good. I don't need any of that brown shit on it, but that looks fucking good. That looks fucking good too. Holy, oh my god. I'm gonna start my day being hungry, dude. Like it's nothing beats a good steak. Had a steak this week, couple ribeyes. Came out pretty good. The older I get, the more rare I'm liking my steak too. Like that looks fucking terrible. Look at this thing. That thing is probably rubber, right? It doesn't look terrible, but that looks like it's gonna be rubber. Dude, I'm obsessed with brisket too. I could go for a good brisket. That looks amazing. Yeah, the older I get, the more, I mean, there's prime ribs, so that's gonna be, but the older I get, the more rare I like it. Like that looks fucking awesome. I could go even rarer than that, I think, but that's pretty like that. Could go rare. That looks pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Now that's how when I was a kid, it had to be well done. When I got a little older, that would be like my version of it being like sort of rare, but I go rarer than that now. Like that's barely rare. You know what I mean? Like that's close to close. What is that? Is that medium well? Would that be medium well? It's not medium, I don't think. It looks good. Like I would eat that and be so happy, but I like it. Let's go like that was decent. That was okay. That is closer to that, but I don't think that fucking rare in the middle or raw. Basically, I was fucking raw in the middle. I don't know. You guys know. You guys fucking know. Oh man, sounds so good, dude. I love the restaurants in Florida. There were some good restaurants, dude. I'm trying to remember the place where I got my. Fuck, what is? There's a chain in Florida that has like an amazing prime rib, and it's super cheap. trying to think of the chains in Florida. Boy, I'm not gonna remember it. Oh no, it was Cody's. Cody's. Fucking Cody's Roadhouse has an amazing prime rib. Oh man, now I want steak today. It's probably a mistake to do this early. Anyway, it looks amazing. Now I'm fucking hungry. All right, I got to get some tweets written up. I got to get back in the zone. I got to remember how to fucking write. See if I can do anything fucking clever with this shit. Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. Not in the writing zone right now. But got to try. Boys, I hope you have a great day. A great fucking week coming up. I do want to get a live stream in the week going here soon. Not like a daily thing. I would like to, but I'm not going to yet. But yeah, maybe a like a one-off thing this week with some of the Animoca guys would be my goal. Get some of the Animoca guys, get like maybe Scott from our team talking about like building out some agents. I want to focus on like the DNA. I think it's like super important. I'm not great at it, but I want to get some guys who are. Yeah. All right, follow me on X, new handle. It's mind maxing over on that side. Inside NFTs, not for much longer, but Inside NFTs over on YouTube. Maybe it did Moonship. Maybe it actually did. Maybe it did. Maybe that's why the video is not the same during the week. All right, boys. We'll see you soon. Have a great day. We'll see you. Bye.